Yo, here doing the session. Okay, so in the other video, I had to use my mic, but the mic is a bit muffly, so when I talk, it sounds a bit strange. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, first, we're gonna go over the first trailer of Tekken 8 and look at its entirety. And this is where you would see Jin and Kazuya fight against each other. That standoff they had, just like Heihachi and Kazuya had in Tekken 7. Now, obviously, when they had this fight, it was gonna be in a place like this. Yeah, like all havoc is running loose. You can see tornadoes and all this stuff, and two people standing in the middle of it. It looks like Armageddon, you know. So yeah, like meteors falling down as well. I think those like building parts and so on. So yeah, or there could be planes as well being shot out of the sky from by lasers and so on. But then these two look at each other, exchange a few words, and then after these words, because clearly they have beef and so on. So when the actual gameplay starts, we'll see what we can analyze from that. So after the insulting, they start fighting. Now the first thing you see is like 4-4-2 out of Jin and 4-4-2 out of Kuzuya as well. And this causes a shockwave to happen, and then there we go. Alright, cool. You can see a bit of screen shaking as well, and flames coming up from the ground because they're on a volcano as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So he does 1-2-4. Now 1-2-4 is quite a good move. High, 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 and then Kazuya does 4-4-3, which throws Jin miles back. And then Kazuya does up 4-3, and Jin did a hell sweep and gets crushed and goes flying back. And after that, Kazuya runs in and gives him a CD3 to the face. Jin blocks it because not as far back as I would think. And Jin does 2-1-4, and Kazuya goes flying back. And back to 1, and then after that, he does electric. Now his back to 1 is a bit underwhelming, to be honest. Kind of looks the same, but I don't really mind. And Kazuya does his down for 3-2-1 with a bit of special effects there, and sends Jin flying once again. And I think at this point, Jin runs and does his power crush, which is his 3+4. As you can see, kicks him in the face, and I really like this cinematic over here. As you can see, he just runs and kick, just whoa. The cinematic is awesome. And Kuze gets kicked in the face and goes flying for the first time. And then after this, he pretty much goes into his devil mode. Now, when it comes to Jin's 1-2-4, it's kind of the same. The only thing I get from this when it comes to 1-2-4 and back to 1 is that the hit effects, they're more kind of rough. Before in Tekken 7, when you block something, it doesn't really feel like it's heavy. But over here, you can tell the hits, they really put impact on those hits. So even when you block it, you feel like, whoa, that was a strong attack. So I do like that. And Kazuya is forward for 3 as well. Very nice. So now Jin does CD1 and Kazuya does down for 2. And obviously, because Kazuya's down for 2 is 14 frames, he gets the counter hit and gets the launch. Yep. Didn't expect them to actually do electric, perfect electric after downfall 2 in the trailer, but is what it is. And he did back 4 after that, and then he did the health sweep. Now, the spinning of, tailspin seemed a lot more nicer. What I mean by that is like you have more time to do your combos, and it seems more crisp. This is something I like because for new players, when it comes to doing combos, especially in Tekken 7, the combos they're not exactly friendly. So in the easy combos, they're not really easy for people. Obviously, me, myself, and a few others, we kind of indulge ourselves in these combos and make these very difficult combos, and we're used to it, so we can really just think of any combo out of our head and just do it. So it's not really an issue for us, but for people that are new, explain this game to them and making them learn it is a big, big, big problem. And it's very difficult as well. So yeah, Jin went flying. He gets up after that, and now this time Jin goes into his devil mode. Now, when Jin goes into his devil mode, it's a bit more different than what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing horns and so on. This time he does ECD1 electric crouch dash 1 or electric wind uppercut, and then after that, Jin does he enters some sort of cinematic where his tattoo comes back on his forehead and his eyes glow red, and then there's the one wing, and then after that he does what looks like a rage out, but I'm not quite sure. It could just be something that is within the story or an actual move that he has now, which is connected with ECD1. And as you can see, after entering his devil mode, he went right through Kazuya. Then there's this black feather, which I'm not sure if it's from his wing or something. And then he grabs that, and then his power starts to emanate. So from his fist, his power starts to glow from there. And I'm not sure if they're going to show the full transformation or not, but that did look very interesting. And I would like to know more about what was going on there. And you can see this kind of chain as well. Now, I'm not sure if the chain means that the chains of his devil jin or something different from that. But yeah, that's what that is. So it looks like those chains are probably from his devil jin, because when he goes into devil jin mode, he has chains attached to him, and I think those chains are kind of like sealing him away or something like that. But anyways, now looking at the second trailer, it looks like he just got beaten up and got thrown into the water. Now that looks like his devil jin. I'm not quite sure if it is his devil jin, but it does look very, very similar to his devil jin, because his devil jin has got broad shoulders and black wings that spread quite far outwards. So that's what that is. Now Jun looks very different as well. Now I do like this stage, and I hope they have this stage as well, so you can fight in this stage. Brings a whole new atmosphere to Tekken, and this is what I like. Kind of reminds me of Fast stage, where it's all nice and shiny, with the sun shining on the stage without much gloom going on. So you can't really see any shadows or anything like that. So yeah, she's reaching out to Jin, and Jin reaches out to her as well. Now we get into the actual story mode or the actual events that's going on. Now Kazuya is in devil form already, and honestly he looks a bit strange. Now Jin is on his motorcycle as he's driving across, and these people are running away from something. Now I'm not sure if they're running away from Kazuya or Jin, because that in the sky looks kind of like Jin. And then you have Paul, and does his signature death fist, and hits Law, and Law looks really strong, and uses two nunchucks to attack Paul. And here you can see Jack 8 just look huge with a massive railgun that's twice the size of his body. Now Jack is 10 foot, so you can imagine how big this massive railgun is. And what he did there looks like forward 2, and then that railgun just smacks him. And this move here is forward 2-1 from King, and what it looks like is like a danger zone, but only more cleaner, because from Dead or Alive they have those kind of interactions, and this stage looks amazing. And I all like, all the special effects here are just too nice. The 1, 2, 3. Now I think what Lars did there was forward 4-3 into this heat system, and yeah, he didn't do the tail spin, but I still like that, you can combo from that. Then, Kazuya's in his plane and all. Jin and Kazuya confront each other, and now after this, Jin has a close up, and you can see how his character looks now. It looks completely different to the first trailer. And then the heat system, after forward 2, one wing is shown, and then he does this run, and then back 3. Now I believe this is Zen 1+2, which means that his Zen 1+2 in Tekken 7, which mid crushes, will be gone. So I don't think that this is a forward 2. It looks like a running 2 or something like that. Like Kazumi's running 1, kind of looks similar to that. And then he does a heat run after that, as you can see from the heat system. And then he does that. Now that does look like it will be Zen 1+2. But whether it'll be a new move or be Zen 1+2, I'm not entirely sure yet. But it does look like they will be replacing Zen 1+2. You can see the one wing comes out, and then the heat system comes into play, back 3, and it goes into Zen, and it does look like it'll be 1+2. It may be another move, and we may still have Zen 1+2 from Tekken 7, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Again, let's look at it. So he runs, and then he does the punch. There we go. One wing comes out, and then the heat system run, which makes him run even faster. Back 3 into Zen, and then the 1+2. Now, I'm not sure if it is going to be, again, if it's going to be taking away the ability to use the Zen 1+2 from Tekken 7, or it's just going to be a new added move, and I'm still going to have that Zen 1+2 from Tekken 7 as well. But anyways, so then, Jin and Kazuya both are flying towards each other, it looks like. So they're both flying towards each other, and then Jin grabs Kazuya and then throws him to the ground, and it looks like he smashes him onto a roof and throws him through the whole building. So after this, yep, there we go, the whole building just gets smashed. And then after that, you have the last thing that happens, where Jun just basically is shown, and her whole face, whole body, character model, that's all shown. So yeah, that's pretty much what the trailer is. And yeah, I mean, it's not much to go by, but you know what they say, don't show them too much, so that they keep thinking, and it keeps driving them in. But yeah, I do like the character models, especially Jin. I'm very happy with that, and I will definitely play him and main him as I have been in Tekken 7, and I'll be unfolding all of his secrets when it comes to move list, tech, everything like that. But yeah, it's a pleasure. It's been really fun. And yeah, I'll just say my last thoughts upon this. So yeah, my honest thoughts upon the trailer. So as I said before, don't show them too much, so it keeps them guessing. So it keeps driving them in. And I see a lot of people, they don't exactly like this trailer. Some people are happy and others are not. Majority are not. They look at Street Fighter and compare. Now, obviously, if you were to compare two games, there are things that one game will do better and the other game will fail in, and things that this game will do better which the other game will fail in. Now, initially, Tekken, when it comes to Tekken, we all look at it as a fighting game. The fun is within the fight. When you fight someone better, you get more happy and there's more fun involved with it. So that's what that is. Now, when it comes to the actual fighting and what is being shown, I really do like what's going on. The character models look amazing. Law, I mean, looks strange, but it looks decent as well. Paul, I mean, he looks like he's gone through some really difficult times. And yeah, it looks like Kazuya just really messed everyone up. Jin just looks amazing. I said before, like the whole jacket, everything like that, just looks cool. Jack, he looks like they've made him a magnet, and every single metal available just attached itself to him. So that's what that is. John, yes, I mean, like I'm happy that legacy character is back. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing to see. Obviously, as we haven't been shown much, there's not much I can say, and obviously, I will have to do another video when there's more content that's been shown, so you can get a better understanding. And I've heard that there'll be a beta as well, so you can play this game as a demo before the actual game comes out. Now, that's only what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's entirely true, but if it is, then we'll definitely be playing Jin. He looks really amazing in this new game. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I mean, we'll be playing Jin, and really pleased about the whole thing. From Tekken, Tatoma 1 really was upset about what happened to Jin, but now he looks way more better, looks way more fresh, everything looks awesome. And one thing I've been wanting for a very long time is for Double Jin and Jin to merge, and finally they've merged. So the move left will be bigger as well. There was a bit of an issue before because when you would pressure, you would be using the same moves again and again, and it kind of get a bit boring and get a bit flowcharty as well, so people will be able to figure you out and mess you up. But that's about all it is. But yeah, that's all I want to say, and hope everyone enjoyed the video. Finally back, uh, and we'll speak about what's been going on later as well. But thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.